What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, former unified lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, now junior welterweight title contender, Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is now 17 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8", with a 68-inch armies. Teofimo Lopez was ringside for one of his former foes in Olympic 2-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer, Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez beat. Teofimo Lopez was bigging up Lomachenko because Lomachenko was a big, huge victory in an announcement and statement fight for Teofimo Lopez, okay? So, Vasily Lomachenko, who is now 17 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout. He is 34 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch army, okay? Teofimo Lopez, he was the underdog against Lomachenko. There's a lot of hype and a lot of momentum surrounding Vasily Lomachenko. Okay, many people believe Vasily Lomachenko is one of the greatest things since sliced bread. Okay, and because of that, when Teofimo Lopez fought Vasily Lomachenko, right? Teofimo Lopez was the underdog in that fight against Vasily Lomachenko. Teofimo Lopez, he went into that fight with, only 16 fights total, okay? Well, 15 fights, right? And he had 1 title fight, and that was against former IBF lightweight world champion star boxer Richard Coleman, okay? So Teofimo Lopez, he went into the fight with Lomachenko as the underdog in a massive unification bout. And many people, they thought that Teofimo Lopez was going to get rolled over because of the hype train behind Vasily Lomachenko. There's so much hype behind Lomachenko. There's so much, what I say is overstatement of Vasily Lomachenko. People say Vasily Lomachenko is greater than Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali. People was actually saying this. He's the, his amateur background, his 2-time Olympic gold medalist, Lomachenko is the greatest thing we ever seen, the Matrix, right? And so when you got a guy like Teofimo Lopez, okay, who's a young kid with only 15 fights and 1 title fight total in his career at 23 years of age, okay, because this fight took place October of 2020. Okay, Teofimo Lopez now 25, so he was 23 years of age. So 23 years of age, right? 15 fights in total, 1 title fight. So you understand that Lomachenko, with all the hype surrounding Lomachenko, 32 years of age, 3-division champion, 1 or 2 losses in the amateurs, greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, he's gonna roll over Teofimo Lopez. The momentum, the hype, the surrounding the fight, the moment is going to be too big for Teofimo Lopez. I picked Teofimo Lopez to beat Lomachenko, right? And he did. He won a unanimous decision over Lomachenko, shockingly. But that was a huge victory for Teofimo Lopez. Now, after Teofimo Lopez fought Lomachenko, he was the unified champion, right? Teofimo Lopez held the WBA, IBF, WBO lightweight titles, okay? He held the ring title. He was the franchise WBC champion, and people was calling to see Teofimo Lopez face off against now undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin and Dream Haney, okay? But Devin Haney, keep in mind, was the WBC lightweight champion. Devin Haney is now the undisputed 28 wins, no losses, no draw. 15 wins by way of knockout, 23 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch army, okay? Lomachenko is the unified, undisputed lightweight champion. But at this time, Devin Haney only held the WBC title. So people was calling for Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. because it was the Four King era, right? You had Devin Haney, you have Vasily Lomachenko. You have Devin Haney, you have King Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Gervonta Tank Davis, right? The Four King era. And then you have on the Fifth King, and the Fifth King is Olympic silver medalist, undefeated 2-division world champion, superstar boxer, and Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur Stevenson is always a weight class below these fighters. Okay, so in this new Four King era, Shakur Stevenson wasn't included in this new Four King era. Okay, it was viewed as, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Teofimo Lopez. So Teofimo Lopez shocks the world, beats Vasily Lomachenko, the unthinkable, right? And we want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Devin the Dream Haney, right? Undisputed showdown. A lot of momentum, a lot of going back and forth. And the fight never happens. And Teofimo Lopez, he started to feel himself. He started to understand his new stardom, his status. And Teofimo Lopez is like, listen, I'm the new man, right? Because he beat what was seen to be the unbeatable Lomachenko. Mind you, he already had a loss to Orlando Salido. So now Lomachenko, he goes into a fight tonight against JAMAINE Ortiz. Okay, JAMAINE Ortiz coming off of the biggest win in his career. Okay, 16 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 8 wins by way of knockout. 26 years of age, 5'8" with a 69-inch arm reach. Right, he coming off of a big victory over former WBO super featherweight world champion, superstar boxer Jamel Herring, right? But everybody expects, again, Lomachenko to just roll over JAMAINE Ortiz, right? JAMAINE Ortiz is a sparring partner of Vasily Lomachenko. Everybody expects him to roll over him, right? Including Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez gives JAMAINE Ortiz 5 rounds at best, maybe even 4. Right? That's how Teofimo Lopez views this fight. It ain't even going to go past 5 rounds, right? That's how Teofimo Lopez sees the fight. Well, JAMAINE Ortiz has a way better outing than many people expected. And I knew when they was on the scales, and I said this to a few people, I said, for whatever reason, I think JAMAINE Ortiz is going to put up a better fight than what people expect, right? And as the night got closer, I said, I even think JAMAINE Ortiz may make this a close fight to where people may think he may actually win. Might be an upset. They sparred. They were sparring partners. They're familiar with each other. And lo and behold, JAMAINE Ortiz puts up a great performance. And so I said in my stream, I said, JAMAINE Ortiz looks like by the sixth round, I said, this looks like a remix of the Teofimo Lopez fight. And what did Teofimo Lopez say? Teofimo Lopez says, it looks like they've been studying my fight, and my tape with Lomachenko. It looks like they've been studying me, right? It looks like they copied me for a while. Then he says, but the decision, because I thought JAMAINE Ortiz won 7 rounds. Easy. I thought he clearly won 7 rounds of this fight. And I thought he won the fight. And clearly so did Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo Lopez then goes on to say, as he did what he did with former unified lightweight world champion Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr. Because see, Teofimo Lopez, he went from the Lomachenko fight, didn't fight Devin Haney, and went into the George Kambosos Jr. fight, right? And guess what happened when he went into the George Kambosos Jr. fight? Instead of fighting Devin Haney, he got upset, and George Kambosos shocked the world and beats Teofimo Lopez. Then guess what? Teofimo Lopez says, well, it's set up because remember, there's a rivalry between Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. So Teofimo Lopez, he says, well, this is set up. It's set up now for It's set up now for Devin Haney to be successful because he just signed on Top Rank. So when they made Devin Haney versus George Kambosos for Undisputed, he said, oh, Devin Haney going to win the setup for Devin Haney. Then Devin Haney outclassed, pitched a shutout, won, beat George Kambosos. Then in a rematch, he beats him again. Clearly. Now they're setting up Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. As I agree with Teofimo Lopez. So he says, well, this is a business. Now you saw at his best that this is a business tonight. Because he thought that JAMAINE Ortiz won the fight. So he goes on to say, well, I don't want to say it was a robbery or the fix was in, but I will say you could clearly see it's a business. So he might as well go ahead and say the fix was in, right? But he don't want to stick to that, right? And so with that said, he goes on to say, well, Devin Haney's here, he's ringside, they building that fight, so you can see where they're going with this. And then he goes on to say, oh, you know, Lomachenko. Now, prior to Lomachenko, JAMAINE Ortiz, he says, you guys don't know how hard it is to deal with Vasily Lomachenko. You don't know what he brings to the table, man. He's a difficult fight. See, because as long as Lomachenko continues to win, it makes Teofimo Lopez look better every outing. As Teofimo Lopez should root for him because it makes him look good. But as soon as Lomachenko loses, we all start talking about his age, the size difference, the fix is in. Now the fix may have been in because I thought that JAMAINE Ortiz won the fight. Did he start to fade to the second half? Yeah. You could clearly hear from the commentary who they was favoring in Lomachenko. Clearly, the objective is to push Lomachenko's brand. And so with that said, Teofimo Lopez says, well, this is set up for Devin Haney to fight Lomachenko because Teofimo Lopez knows that Devin Haney is going to beat Vasily Lomachenko. And when he beats him, he accomplished something officially that Teofimo Lopez didn't. Becoming undisputed, beating Lomachenko, beating George Kambosos, dominating that 135 division. Now he's going to go up to junior welterweight. And now they're going to call for Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney fight. Lomachenko is going to lose to Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez and JAMAINE Ortiz showed you the blueprint. The jab, double up the jab, triple up the jab, right hand, straight right hand. Lomachenko struggles with that. He's a southpaw. He's not as big, is not as in height and stature as they are. And that straight right hand double jab occupies him. He cannot fight off the back foot. As I told you guys, Vasily Lomachenko cannot fight off the back foot. I'm going to say it to you guys again. Vasily Lomachenko cannot fight off the back foot. And when you back him up with your jab and a straight right hand and you get aggressive with him, he is not comfortable. He's all defense, no offense. He's not going to try to counter you. He is the picture of front runner. When he has the advantage of speed, athletic ability, hand speed, foot speed, he looks like the Matrix. When you take away the angles, the hand speed, and the foot speed, and you can be matched, he looks ordinary. Devin Haney size, then immediately, guess what Lomachenko tells the world when he's face-to-face with Devin Haney? Devin Haney's a heavyweight. Oh, he's not a lightweight. He's a heavyweight. Right. Built-in excuse. Legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO, Bob Arum. Bob Arum told you guys yesterday, as I told you guys yesterday, when Bob Arum said, we don't know if Lomachenko is going to be mentally ready to fight Devin Haney next. I told you guys because he may not look good because of the style of JAMAINE Ortiz, and they want a built-in excuse. They're going to tell you about his age. He's just turned 34. Terrence Crawford is 35. Errol Spence is 32. But they used the fact that Lomachenko had to deal with, he was faced with the adversity mentally. And I understand that with the situation between Ukraine and Russia. Absolutely. But if you believe for a second that Lomachenko was out on their front line, you are sadly mistaken. Period. So, Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko, Devin Haney's going to beat Lomachenko. And they're going to tell you how old Lomachenko was and how too big and too much of a size disadvantage he was at to beat Devin Haney. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.